Welcome to the Magic City, the football capital of the South, Birmingham, Alabama, home to the UAB Blazers, and the fans here have been eagerly anticipating this clash. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Blazers will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Charlotte 49ers offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better. But the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need.
On second down, looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Just need a few inches on this opening drive to pick up a first down. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the 49ers are rolling down the field. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The 49ers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Niners.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the UAB Blazers offense has the ball for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Handoff to the single back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. There's a live football. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Blazers in the hurry-up.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you...
On the receiver.
Explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Leaves it with the back. Discards a man. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you've got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. And they just got to make more plays.
They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the 49ers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Buchanan. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of...
And he makes the catch inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really...
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Charlotte! Getting set for the point after.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
That makes the score Charlotte 14, UAB 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill, but show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
Lofts one high and deep. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
It's another.
Running back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It looked like a catch, but they'll say...
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick.
Field. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Charlotte. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback caught up to...
And sacked
At the
a
12.
loss of 8
When you talk about
yards.
outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner will be dragged down. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better. He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown 49ers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here.
And it's sucked out. And the defense has got it, and they're trying to pick up some yards.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Niners. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good. Or on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up. Position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, make
a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Charlotte.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
The 49ers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Power football with the run. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The hand to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UAB.
It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 6 over Army. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Oh, spins away. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The give on the inside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Getting some heat. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Blazers decide to punt it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Tackle is made after the first down. And the 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He finds his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Coming after him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw. He makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The 49ers are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football in the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. First down for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it there.
It's on target and complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Right down the boulevard. It's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Finds his big tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the 49ers with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. This offense doing business in the red zone. To the air on 1st down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
So you're saying there's a chance. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Got his man in the middle. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Looking at a 2nd and short now. They'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Escapes trouble. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is, They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Blazers will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch near the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This is a 3rd and long. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Charlotte. And the stomping has commenced. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Looking to throw it again. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. 2nd and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Finds us back in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. The Blazers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot, padding my stats.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
The hands team on the receiving unit has got to do a better job. You have got to make sure you end up with the football.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything.
Touchdown, Blazers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Fires to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why